Welcome back to Case Closed, Anime Review, episode number 172. This I'm viewing the 1060th episode of the series, Yoko, Oniko, and the Locked Attic Part 2. This finished up adapting chapter 1056 and goes to the entirety of 1057. Well, what happens in this arc? Well, they do solve the particular code that have been bugging since the last episode. Yeah, it turns out that the code was related to something related to the actual victim. So basically, to give an explanation of why in the world, why this was missing. Turns out the sister was actually the victim's husband, his wife. So it was suspected by his brother and his brother and his wife that he had murdered his wife after he had been beating her a lot, and also she wearing sunglasses a lot and wearing long sleeves that cover all the beatings. And apparently his wife was actually the first love, and in terms of producer, actually was his sister. So they kind of come up with a theory of the reason behind it. So it turns out the guy's sister-in-law killed him as a response what happened to her best friend. Yep, that was simply the reason for it. And of course also that, well, at the time they couldn't exactly say anything because the crossover was probably still on her because it's in her lap. And it's pointed out by Wasaki that she can still fire out the cross even when she's in a wheelchair. The thing is, they don't really explain why she's in the wheelchair in the first place. Yeah. So they figure out it's her, and the fact that he had sent this code to his brother, who actually pretended to not know what the thing meant. He actually knew all along. And so Mori is getting very desperate in the bathroom, so he proceeds to send code in Shogi. Actually, more like Imagine. Which reveals that he's out of toilet paper. Yep. And of course, the reason why that he didn't want to shell it because he embarrassed her because of Yonako. That was simply the reason for that. Yeah, and of course, well, Watsuki knows something interesting about him. About, of course, Conan. That the deduction is quite interesting. And he expects to be more about him, but I don't really delve into more of it. And then we have the episode quite interestingly. We're having Amuro show. I was like, oh, is that your girlfriend? He's like, no. And what does he look at? Rimi, the teacher he met in the last story arc, which according to the manga it says next is Zero's tea time, but in actuality the very next episode is going to be, well, next one is going to air anyways, is, well, an adaptation of the Wild Police story. Yeah, where they pretty much adapt the next three parts per se. Unknown if the final chapter be adapted for this short-lived manga. Yeah, I don't really know if that will be or not. It's kind of a mystery to me. It could be. Who the heck frickin' knows? I mean, I think it might be. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this particular review. I would discuss new chapter, but no new... How should I put this? There's no translated chapter for this one. I'm sure it came out, but I haven't come across it yet. So maybe next week. Or probably 2 weeks from now. So this coming Saturday, no new episode of the anime because basically it's repeat. When it comes back, Wild Police story stuff. Yep. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this single review. Next episode is going to be Baruto, okay? Next video. Bye.